You've seen the ads. Be invisible online, complete anonymity, military-grade protection. Sounds powerful, but most of it is marketing. VPNs don't make you anonymous. They don't stop tracking. They don't block every threat. They're useful tools, but they're not magic. So let's clear this up properly. What VPNs actually do, what they absolutely cannot do, and when you genuinely need one. First, what a VPN actually is. A VPN creates an encrypted tunnel between your device and a remote server. Instead of your internet provider seeing user-visited-example.com, they see user connected to a VPN server. And instead of websites seeing your real IP address, they see the VPN server's IP address. That's it. Everything else is detail built on top of that. Myth 1. VPNs make you anonymous. This is the biggest lie in the industry. A VPN hides your IP address. It does not erase your identity. Websites can still identify you through cookies. If you log into your Google account, Google knows it's you, VPN or not. Browser fingerprinting, your screen size, device type, fonts, time zone, language, GPU info, and more. Combined, that creates a near unique fingerprint. Login behavior. Sign into Netflix, your bank, Instagram. They know exactly who you are. Behavioral tracking. Typing patterns and mouse movement can also be used for identification. A VPN stops your ISP from seeing your browsing activity. It does not stop platforms from tracking you once you interact with them. If you want strong anonymity, that's a different setup entirely. That involves tools like the Tor browser, strict compartmentalization, and avoiding personal logins. That's a privacy discipline, not just a subscription. Think of a VPN like tinted windows on your car. People outside can't see in easily, but once you step out and introduce yourself, they know exactly who you are. Myth 2. VPNs protect you from hackers, viruses, and everything. No. A VPN encrypts traffic in transit. That's it. It does not stop phishing emails, scan downloads for malware, prevent ransomware, block fake websites, or stop you from giving away your password. If you click a malicious link, you can still get compromised. If you download infected software, you can still get infected. What a VPN does protect against is data interception on public Wi-Fi, ISP tracking, certain types of network snooping, and man-in-the-middle attacks on unsecured networks. That's valuable, especially in airports, hotels, coffee shops. But it's one layer of security. You still need a password manager, two-factor authentication, updated software, and basic caution. Security is layered. A VPN is just one layer. Free VPNs are just as good. This is where things get dangerous. Running a VPN costs money. Servers, bandwidth, infrastructure, audits. If you're not paying, how are they funding it? Many free VPNs make money by logging and selling browsing data, injecting ads into pages, installing tracking certificates, bundling malware, turning users into exit nodes. Some free VPN apps have literally been caught harvesting user data. There are exceptions. Reputable services like Proton VPN and Windscribe offer limited free tiers. Those are usually safe but restricted in speed and server access. But random free VPN apps from app stores? Risky. If privacy matters, use a trusted paid provider. If it doesn't matter, don't pretend with a fake one. Myth 4. VPNs are illegal. In most countries, VPNs are completely legal. They're standard tools for remote work, corporate networks, journalists, travelers, and regular people who value privacy. However, some countries restrict or ban VPN usage, including China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, and United Arab Emirates. In those places, restrictions are tied to censorship and state control. In most democracies, using a VPN is normal. What can be illegal is what you do with it. The tool itself isn't the crime. Myth 5. VPNs always slow your internet. Encryption adds overhead, that's true, but modern protocols are extremely efficient. WireGuard, OpenVPN, IKEv2, these are optimized for performance. You'll notice slowdowns when connecting to distant servers, using overloaded servers, or running on very old hardware, or using low-quality free services. In some cases, a VPN can actually improve speeds. If your ISP throttles streaming or torrent traffic, a VPN hides the activity type. That can prevent throttling. With a good provider and a nearby server, most people barely notice a difference. Myth 6. VPNs unlock everything. Streaming services actively block VPN IP addresses. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, and Amazon Prime Video. They maintain blacklists of known VPN servers. Premium VPNs constantly rotate IPs to stay ahead. It becomes a mouse and cat game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Also important, bypassing regional restrictions often violates streaming terms of service. You probably won't get arrested, but accounts can be restricted. VPNs are more reliable for accessing general websites or protecting traffic than for guaranteed streaming access. Myth 7. VPNs are too complicated. In 2026, they're not. Download app, log in, press connect. That's it. Advanced users can tweak protocols and settings. Most people never need to. Modern VPN apps are designed for non-technical users. What VPNs actually do well? Let's simplify this. A VPN does 4 things reliably. 1. Hides your IP address. Websites see the VPN server's IP, not yours. 2. Encrypts traffic between you and a VPN server. Protects against local network spying. 3. Prevents ISP monitoring. Your ISP sees encrypted traffic, not specific websites. In places like the US, ISPs are legally allowed to collect and monetize browsing data. A VPN stops that visibility. 4. Bypasses basic IP restrictions. Some services restrict by IP. A VPN can help in those cases. That's the real list. Not invisibility, not immunity, not superpowers. One important thing most videos don't mention. A VPN provider can see your traffic. If they log it, you're just shifting trust from your ISP to the VPN company. That's why no logs policies matter, independent audits matter, and transparent ownership matters. If you don't trust the VPN company, you gain nothing. When you actually need a VPN. You need one if you use public Wi-Fi regularly, if you want privacy from your ISP, if you travel often, if you work remotely, if you live under heavy internet monitoring, if your ISP throttles certain services. You probably don't need one if you only browse at home on secure Wi-Fi, if you expect total anonymity, if you think it replaces antivirus, or you're trying to avoid consequences for illegal activity. Good VPN options in 2026. Solid choices with strong reputations. Proton VPN, NordVPN, Mullvad, and ExpressVPN. Look for no logs policies, modern protocols like WireGuard, kill switch support, and transparent company ownership. Avoid sketchy free apps and vague privacy policies. The bottom line, VPNs are tools. Good ones, useful ones, but they are not invisibility cloaks. They protect your connection. They reduce ISP visibility. They add a layer of privacy. That's it. And that's enough if you understand what you're actually buying. Do you use a VPN? And do you use it for privacy, streaming, or something else? Drop it in the comments. And if this video cleared up VPN confusion, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech truth that cuts through the marketing BS.